The news that Cathy Wood through ARK ETFs have sold 1.8 million shares of Palantir stock last week is true, but I think there is a reason behind it apart from being a sensational news. In this video, we are going to talk about Cathy selling Palantir. Why did she do it? Did she lost faith or conviction in the stock? And last but not the least, my opinion about it. Hi, my name is Sunny and I make videos that affect a common man financially. If you're new to this channel, please smash that like button as that will help me with the YouTube algorithm and it will be highly appreciated. It is a public knowledge now that Cathy Wood sold 1.8 million shares of Palantir last week, which were spread across two of her ARK Invest funds. It came in the backdrop when she was buying the dip in the stock not long time ago. People were saying she's buying Palantir as much as she could, thus ending up owning close to 35 million shares across her funds. As clear from this chart, Vanguard, BlackRock, and ARK Invest are the largest institutional money managers who have bought Palantir heavily last quarter, where BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, increased its position by over 400%. So one thing is very clear. Earlier, when the smart money was buying it, it was a good idea as it is up 16% year to date. As of now, if you see top 10 holders of Palantir, ARK Invest ranks number 3 with little over 300 million shares worth about $800 million, which is still a reasonably huge holding, whereas Vanguard owns over 97 million shares. So it gives an indication that there is nothing wrong with Palantir as a company or as a business model. Therefore, the question is, why did she sell 5% of her holdings in the stock last week? Let's try to explore the reasons behind this sensational sell news. She has told on multiple occasions about Palantir being one of her high conviction stocks at a time when she was ramping up her position in it. Now you will ask, then why did she sold some shares last week? Let me explain how ETFs work and why people invest in those. ETFs are designed as holders of group of financial instruments like stocks or bonds, where the idea is that no single entity should have disproportionate weightage, which reduces and manages risk for its investors. Couple of months ago, she was buying the dip at around $20 a share, but in the last couple of weeks, it has gone up rapidly, thus increasing the weightage of the stock in her funds, which if you see from the risk management point of view, it was imminent that the position has to be reduced. In my opinion, this has got nothing to do with her conviction in the stock or its fundamentals, but purely managing the stock weightage in her funds. Even after selling 1.8 million shares, she still has over 30 million shares of Palantir across her funds worth over $800 million, which proves that she still remains bullish on the stock. It is the 11th largest holding in her main fund amongst 45 holdings, again proves the point that it is just a risk mitigating strategy, which in my opinion has got nothing to do with the long-term prospects of the company. This is what most fund managers do. They buy the dip and as the price of the stock explodes, they try to trim their positions. From a technical point of view, trimming and exiting are two different investment strategies. I have a feeling that when the stock cools down a bit, she will again add it to her portfolio, trying to buy the dip again. Remember, her ETFs are actively managed funds where the fund manager buys and sells actively daily, and you can see the trades they make every day on their website. In this case, buying the dip and trimming the position when the stock overheats is something very natural, which even the individual stock traders do it on a regular basis. I know at times it becomes a sensational news when Cathy Wood sells Palantir, which if you don't go into the reasons behind it, will give you an impression that she is out of it. As a result of that, most of us will jump the gun and sell our positions. Personally, I'm of the opinion that one should not base your buy or sell decisions in the stock market just by seeing a news. It's always a good idea to just dig deep and try to declutter the reasons behind the news. Try to compare it with the reasons why you bought or sold that particular stock at the first place before you make any impulsive decisions. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Please consult one before investing based on your financial situation. This is my take on the topic. Cathy Wood sold Palantir. If you like the content that I make, please help me and my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing to it. Thanks for watching. See you next time in the next video on your own channel, SunnySnippets.